We are many. Jeremy has tens of thousands of believers. But we want only 1,000 believers who are going to raise $2,000 in the whole year. 1 year, you could raise $2,000. We have a plan of raising $2 million in the year of 2025.
Gorerese tenjireza $2 million. Our
We
company.
are going to start a company from fresh. A new company that is not going to be known as Jesus Revelation Ministries Company. It's going to be a separate entity with its own management.
My makesa katopera nezuro, so I'm pledging a minimum of 5,000.
What? Yes, come in, my dear.
My name is Adjo.
Never assume that you are the best. You are lying to yourself. Don't criticize that man of God because he doesn't preach about that and you preach about that and that one doesn't preach. No. Different messengers are given different messages. There is no perfect church. There is no perfect ministry. You will never find it. Move around. The day you find it, you let me know.
That I finally found that perfect church. I found it.
I still perfect.
It's not perfect anymore. There's no church like that.
So stop looking for a perfect church.
Where are there no problems?
Could be.
Where?
Ladies and gentlemen, nasi ndichita ma-Soscam rounds angle, I met one member of Jesus Revelation Ministries, and I must say that member is a proud member of JRM. Apatamta ako Apostle Chiwenga chingada Apostle Chiwenga ndoafarira ndonakirwa ne masemona wazvanzi ndokuchechi kwandopinda kana ndiri muzikla guide ndikati sure zvikanzi zvikanzi apa mazuva akuparidza dondo ndikati what zvikanzi vakuparidza dondo. Apostle TF Chiwenga hanzi vakuparidza dondo. And I was like anonyebewa upinde JRM zvikanzi Apostle TF Chiwenga vakuparidza dondo. And I have a feeling that these people that you are seeing in this video, vazhinji vacho, that is what they believe. Vazhinji vacho vachirongoti maybe, but in their hearts they've got a little voice records kuti zvakuparidzwa panapa kapa zvatakatanga tichipreacha handizvo zvatakupreacha, zvatakatanga tichiita handizvo zvatakuita. Ngatidzokerei panzvimbo, ngatidzokerei pahoko nemadzitateguru, ngatidzokerei pachikwangwari tinoti pakutanga. What was the message by Apostle TF Chiwenga? The message was, and I know it by head, the whole Bible talks about Jesus. The whole Bible speaks about Jesus. Ma scripture ese anotaura about Jesus. The scripture talks about Jesus. Tichitosvika pakutokota mascripture anenge achitaura achiti search the scriptures for they speak of me. And the revelation of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. And on that premise, kutori nema video aiitwa achiadreswa nakada sana Prophet Makandwa vaiholda mabusiness seminar, mabillionaire summit, vachinzi aiwa kana mada kuticha vanhu business, kana mada kuvaticha chine chekuita nebusiness, ngavaende kumauniversity, ngavaende kumaschool of business, ngavaende kumainstitution anoticha izvozvo. Kuno kuchechi hatitiche vanhu business, hati hakuitwe zvebusiness. That was the message by Apostle TF Chiwenga, and I know everyone in Ziklag can actually attest to this. If you remember, pane letter I shared last week, purportedly from Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, and it was addressed to Apostle TF Chiwenga, JRM, and a number of journalists. Pane point number I in English. Did our apostle 100 times not advise Makandiwa that the church is for preaching of the cross, and if it's about business and money, his members should enroll with secular business institutions and not do it in the church? Do we now not have money issues and business officially in church? Business officially in church. Is even Makandiwa stealing and deceiving at that level, yet our untalented Chiwenga insults and harass his members for money offerings. Zvimwe ndatimbosiyana asi patiringoda apa ndepekutanga apa pekuti Apostle Chiwenga vana kupa advice here kuna Prophet Makandiwa vachiti chechi chete inofanira zvekupreacha. The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Search the scriptures for they speak of me. Hanzi church inofanira zvekupreacha Jesus. It's about preaching Christ. And it's not about business and money. Kana muchida zvekurana mabusiness endai kumabusiness institution and secular institutions for to be actually precise. Izvo ndozvizira izvo chokwadi Prophet Makandiwa wakatombodzwa kasingaperi. But now we have got now Apostle T.F. Chiwenga in church, and I want you to hear what he is launching.
We have a plan of raising $2 million in the year of 2025.
Gore rese tenjiraisa $2 million.
The whole year, we are going to be raising that money. That money is not going to go into Chiwenga's pocket. It's an institutional investment.
Institutional.
It's an investment for the kingdom, for the church.
It's an institutional investment. Which institution? Which institution? I thought we only have a church, not an institution.
It's an institutional investment. It's an investment for the kingdom, for the church.
Oh.
We are going to appoint not pastors, not overseers, but able believers amongst us who have a proven record of running and managing a successful business. They are going to use that money as capital from which we shall run our first business as an organization.
Business. Our first business. Ko imimi muri kuomberei makamboudzwa kuti chechi haite zvemabusiness. Chechi ndeye kupreacha Kristu. Muri kuomberei.
At the end of each year, the company directors will meet with the executive of the church to tell us how much profit the company made. The company will send the money into the church accounts, and that profit, the annual profit, will be the working capital for the operations of the church and from the operations of the kingdom for the next year.
Mukuinzwa language yeprofit. Language yeprofits. Vanhu vari kuda kuita profits. Handiti. Ndakona kuti Bible rinoti chi about now the profits. In my scripture no unatadza kuaziva by head, but I can point to you zvinenge zvitaura Bible. This is a background ya 1 Timothy 6 from verse 4 to 11. And autaura about vanhu vanga vatirasike mugwara. Vanhu ivava ndo vaitsanangurwa panapa. Painzi they have an unhealthy interest. And that's a New King James Version, ana New International Version, anonbowa. Ndofanira kushandisa King James Version, ndo ratakangokura ende rikuita kunge richiri chokwadi mbijana. Saka tichaverenga risina madhau. Saka papanzi panapa totangira pavhesi ipi inonyatsoita kuti munyatsonzwisisa ndutaura. Ndikati pa 3. Okay, yeah, pa 3 ndo panonyatsoita ipapa. Error and greed. Parikutaurwa about error and greed. 1 Timothy 6 from verse 3 to 11. Zvikanzi, if anyone teaches otherwise and does not consent to wholesome words, even to the words of our Lord Jesus Christ, and to the doctrine which accords with godliness, someone who is proud, knowing nothing, but is obsessed with disputes and arguments over words from which come envy, strife, revealing evil suspicions, useless wranglings, men of corrupt minds, destitute of the truth, who suppose that godliness is a means of gain. Godliness is a means of gain. Where does it gain in order to profit? Who think that godliness is a means of profit? From such, withdraw yourself. ibvai pavari. Vanhu ivava ibvai pavari. Vanofunga kuti umwari inzira yekupfuma, inzira yengodzidzisana kuita mari, inzira yekungo hanzi ibvai pavari. Ndozvekutaura vhesi iri. So from such withdraw yourself. Vapamanzi pa 6. Now godliness with contentment is great gain. Umwari hune kugutsikana nezvamuinazvo zvaita naPauro kuti havana kutanga mabhizinesi echechi vangonokaka matende avo padeni. Havana kuti chechi inoyi manje tichiona kuti nesoni muchechi munomwa tadamboreza 2 mita manamba. No, havana kudaro. Because they understood that godliness with contentment is great gain. And for we brought nothing into this world, and certainly we shall not carry anything out, and having food and clothing, with these we shall be content. I think chirungu chinogona kuvhara wakawanda, because kana inini chirungu chinotondivharawo. Saka isu toda kuenda kuShona Bible. Tinokuverengera ine Shona, sezvo tiri vene veShona. Ndikativhure pabible.com app. Tobataisa mavhesi edu mana. Timoteo from verse 6 ichi. Good. Kubva pa 3 kusvika pa 11. Alright, apa zviri kubuda panisuzvifarira. Koma naye mabhaibheri eShona munoverengawo munoatora kupi? Hamuno bhaibheri eShona? 1 Timothy 6. Inoita. Alright, isurege tizume screen. Hazvinetse. Makombiyuta atakabva nawo kare. Takabva nawo kare, takatanga kutoaita, hatatanga kuaitira kuchikoro isusu. Takangoberekwa makombiyuta atinawo. Tinawo. Hanzi panapa. Kana munhu achidzidzisa zvakasiyana nezvizvi, uye asingabvumiri mashoko awa mapenyu aIshe wedu Jesu Kristu nekudzidziso inoenderana nekunamata Mwari, anongozvikudza asingazive chinhu, asi anongokarira mibvunzo nenharo dzemashoko, panobva godo, gakava, kutuka, kufungidzira kwakaipa, kukakavadzana kwevanhu vane murangariro wakaodzwa, vakarasikirwa nechokwadi, vachiti kunamata Mwari ndizvo zvinokupfumisa. Kunamata Mwari ndizvo zvinokupfumisa. Zviparadze nevakadaro. Siyana nawo vanhu ivavo. Asi kunamata Mwari nekugutsikana ndizvo zvinopfumisa kwazvo, nokuti hatina kuuya nechinhu panyika zviri pachena kuti hatigone kubuda nechinhu. Ndo message yaitopreachwa naApostle T.F. Chiwenga not long ago, kuti church is not a financial institution yekuti people who want to make money or who want to be taught business they can come to. Church hakuitwe zvebusiness. But today Apostle T.F. Chiwenga is talking about profit in church. He's talking about establishing an institution, a parallel institution, a sub-institution inenge ichirana under the auspice of the church. Masiyana na Roma vamaishora vave vanenge vachivaka zvipatara. Masiyana na Zayoja vamaishora vave vakuvaka na Zegu University nana inonzi Chimbuya Doctors University, kwekuti ukaenda ikoko une mukadzi wako achirwara achida kubara unochajwa ma2000. Chipatara chechechi Mbuya Doctors Hospital unochajwa mari yekuti unonakirwa wega, unonakirwa so. Chipatara chechechi masiyane. Business ramuda kutanga racho nderei uye muda kuritanga sei? That is Apostle T.F. Chiwenga. Mina munzi watora zveprofit. Ona paanogone profit chete. That's the way. Church institution hope atinoziva zvikoro zviya vanhu vanotopinda chechi iyo havakwanisi kutoafforda vazhinji kuenda kuzvikoro zvemachechi, kuenda kumayunivhesiti emachechi, kuenda kumahospital emachechi. But Apostle T.F. Chiwenga wadatanga business. Ende vari kutaura about profit zvakanyanya.
From the operations of the kingdom for the next year. 1 January, we won't be broke as we usually are every year. On 1 January, there will be nothing in the church accounts. We are stopping that. The opening statements of the church balances are going to be funded by our company.
Our
We
company.
are going to start a company from fresh A new company that is not going to be known as Jesus Revelation Ministries Company is going to be a separate entity with its own management. The church will not manage that company. The church will hire, the church will appoint competent believers who have been running businesses in their lives.
Imi, nyaya yedenga ichiri gore kunzi Jesu achauya vanhu vachaenda kudenga uye ari kuuya manje manje. Because the way machechi ari kurana mabusiness suka, you would really wonder kuti isu tiri kuzwa kuti Jesu akuya chiripo ari kuya chiripo here. Because ukatona chechi ari kutohaya madirector ekurana business, vatori nemafinancial year avarotidza foresee a financial period that they are actually planning. And they are for planning ahead financial books avo kutoti tinenge tine financial year. Jesu ari kuuya here zvechokwadi kana kuti pane zvatisiri kuziva.
They are going to be the directors of that company. They will employ competent staff. A competent CEO, a competent managing director, a competent human resources manager, a competent chief operations officer, a competent chief finance officer, and so forth and so forth. So the CEO will run the company reporting to the board of directors. The board of directors will report to the executive board of ministers on how the company is running. The ministers will not interfere with the operations of the company because they are not board members. The board members are competent believers who have been running businesses who are part of us. Chiwenga will not be part of that company. He will not be a signatory to the company accounts, just like he is today. I am not a member of the finance department.
You don't need to be a
find
member.
my signature there.
You don't need to be a member.
So,
ndomuchikinoenda mapastor mari anongoza kuti handibate mari yefinance but it is vari kuilaza vanongopa yeword and then iwe uri wesignatory unongozwa kuti rinosaina ndoda mari ngaweke kunyazotora mari zvakadaka.
we are going to do that. And when we find competent professional believers, we will recommend them to be employed in that company.
You have already
We
found
can't
them.
create employment and employ jackals instead of our own children. That will not happen.
Guys, I've lived long enough to know that this always ends in tears. Kunozochemwa. This is what tanga makambani emachechi chichika. Ndingati kunochemwa, kunozochemwa. Kuchachemwa. Let me tell you a story yakamboitika ndiri kwaMusami Murewa Zayodha. Pamba na pastor wanga uripo vakada kutanga maproject vane sangano, vatanga maproject ehuko. Pastor yakazoti yakunetsa nyaya yemari idzodzo. Pakakwara vanhu, pakakaura vanhu kusvika pastor akazotransferiwa. It always ends in tears.
We are many. Jeremy has tens of thousands of believers. But we want only 1,000 believers who are going to raise $2,000 in the whole year. 1 year, you could raise $2,000. How much do you need to spare per each month? 2,000 divided by 12. Anyone who is better than me in math?
Toda mabeliever anenge abisa ma 2000. Mina mbona mabeliever achibisa.
And I'm going to pledge 3,500 US.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Mabeliever achibisa.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Baba Ndebele, we thank God for you.
Greetings, brethren. My name is Brethren Alexia. I am from New South Wales section, Australia region, Australasia territory. Amai makesa katopera nezuro, so I'm pledging a minimum of 5,000 US.
What? Yes, come in, my
Mona mudungu
dear.
wevana udabhadhara mara.
My name is Adriana Madembe from Northern Assembly, UK territory and Europe region. I'm going to pledge $3,500.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
We thank God for you, brethren, Adiona Madembe.
Handizvere zvinenge zvichikoshorwa naApostle TF kuti maPentecost vanenge pledge vanati wonderful vanhu vachifara vanhu vati adauzani It's the same thing. My pleasure.
The territory and in Europe region, in Indian pleasure 5,000.
Oh! Sekuru aripano, sekuru.
Skara muona line ile wana pleasure ma 5,000
Anokwanisa kunza more
2,000.
than $2,000 in the year
more than.
2025. I want you to come to the mic. The reason why we want you to speak in the presence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to talk about this any further, but Prophet Makandua is exonerated. He has always been lambasted, but muneta business seminar, muneta this one rotanga company ye church, apostle, our apostle TF Chiwenga. Tell me what you think. Maybe I'm going too hard. But my wish is vanhu vaive vari kuti aiwa apostle mababa message yamaipisha pekutanga vawanewo peace. Like murume wandasangana naye nhasi akanditi ndopinda vhiki lake but murume anenge ababa message yaipisha pekutanga.
Yeah. I think Zigo is becoming a good Bible student now. The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. That's deep.